Okay. Sweet. Kind of funny with the vertical, I won't lie. Oh well. Oh well. Looks like we got everything though. Cool. Groggery Greg. What's up, low life? On the YouTube side, can you test if you're seeing the full picture for me? Today I decided to do the whatchamacallit. Let me make sure this is playing if it's good. I decided to do the full stream finally. We should be good now, but just in case, test it for me. I'm pretty sure it's working correctly. Perfect. Okay. Because I see the, whatchamacallit feed. I see the feed for, vertical as well. This is the first time I'm doing a, triple, so we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully we're fine, but tonight's gonna be like the night I'm looking at the, output, the, stream bitrate, make sure everything's good. But anyway, you caught me mid-chilling here. Do you listen to William Black? No idea who that is, so no. I don't really go outside of my bubble when it comes to music. I'm gonna be real with you, I'm really bad at remembering names for these sort of things. Here. Trying to... doing a couple of things here. I'm adding a bunch of songs, just a little mix. Like, this sounds like his stuff. Maybe. I was just doing generic mix here. I always just type genre plus mix. I don't really listen to specific artists. That's not how I roll with it. A lot easier, to be honest. There we go, got a bunch of stuff on the playlist as well. One more playlist and we'll be good. And then move it up. Okay, looks like we got everything. Let me go down the list of shills now. Did this server, did that server, now we're going over here. Okay, cool. That is everything. Let's get these combos rolling here. Oh, let's turn out those songs, I don't have to worry about it. Looks like everything's good. Bitrate's looking healthy. Yeah, okay, cool. Bitrate is looking good. Let's get this rolling. What I wanted to do was, I was practicing that other combo, right? The J236A one. That's one I want to get down. Let's just do our usual warm-up here, though. pull up the things on the side. Yuzu. Or 2. Let's practice our 4-1-2-C or 4-2-1-Cs. I need to adjust my seat too. I just noticed the carpet drag. Hold up. The usual. I finally did it. What do you do? What's the tagline here, funny Merkava man? We finally played Merkava. I'm S+1, or S1+, whatever the system is. Is that the max one? Because if so, grats. I'm presuming that's the max one. I can finally quit the game. Got your goal. Locked it in though, good stuff then. Yeah. I don't know how the rank system in this game works, but it seems pretty rough. S1 plus is the final ranking for the game. Okay, so yeah, you hit the top of it. Good stuff. Good stuff, gamer. Now you can retire to the retirement home of your choice. Pick your retirement home. I need to do my own warm-ups here. Go. Yeah, you can stick with the fighting game path, or you could go the RPG path. That's easy, GTA, but you actually mean Persona 4 Golden. Some GTA 4 does sound fun though, to be fair. Oh, I did it too early. What? There we go. But, yeah, real talk. Usually when you hit that sort of goal, short break, and then figure out what you want to do next. Can't go wrong. Dang it. Hold it. What's up, Chateau? What's up, Melon? Hope you're doing better tonight. I think I'm feeling that tiredness you were feeling yesterday. I'm out of it. I'm feeling out of it. Oh, I'm doing it too early. I'd rather like do it like that. Just doing some damage in the PGR gacha game with the new Uma 6-star. What's happening in Grey Raven? That routine will zap your ass awake, Greg. I already did one of those. Look at this, buddy. There's a certain point for me, like, yeah, I got that creatine right here, I promise you. It's in my system. It ain't gonna stop me from feeling yawning towards the end of the day, gamer. It's just how I'm built. Anything with like the intent to try to jolt me awake is just not gonna work towards like the latter half of the day. Outside of just getting the taste of it. Yeah? Yeah. There we go. I'm not doing this throw combo. Messed. Oh, I messed. Okay. When you're an OP post-apocalyptic battle android, Centaur lady. Something trample, right? This delay is killing me. Screw that delay. You Shoto player, you'll never be a true gamer, has to replace their pad twice per week for trying to do an optimal. I mean, that sounds... If we're gonna talk about being optimal, I don't think it's optimal to replace your controller twice a week. Let's be real here. The irony of talking about being optimal, but then having a suboptimal budget, kind of ironic, Cone. Just saying, hashtag just saying, you know. When you have a halberd but spend most of your time bombarding with homing missiles, the halberd's just for decoration at that point. Sounds like Brokey in here. Yep. Brokey. Yeah, if you grew up poor, you would know those like people spend like madmen, like they're acting like they're not broke. I know you haven't seen broke people if you think they don't spend like insane maniacs sometimes. Yeah, the real brokies are the ones wasting their paychecks on Prada or something like that, Gucci. Greg is so extreme, he wears the membranes and pads out in 2 weeks. Even my keyboards. There was a certain point when I was like grinding shooting games that I was like going through like a keyboard every couple months. It was, the reason why I started doing Amazon Basics or Microsoft Basics stuff was for the simple fact that I went through keyboards so fast anyway. I might as well just do the replaceable ones. It's okay, you're poor, you can't be like us, I'm in poverty. Yeah, I'm gonna say, you know exactly what I mean then. Hey, who added me on Discord? I'm in poverty though. Sorry, I gotta do something in Discord real fast. I'm the poor. I'm the poor. Wispy? Wispy's the name. There we go. Sorry, someone PM'd me. The timing for it is always immaculate when we start up stream, but I had to do this. Okay. Yeah, we gotta figure it out. I'm losing the timing for this though. I don't like this delay. It feels weird. It feels like I'm like taking 5 years for Let's get the mouse off the screen. Yeah, but sorry, getting distracted here. For today's stream, I don't know how long I'm gonna go. Let me turn that music to the loud a bit. I don't know how long I'm going to go tonight. We'll see what happens. I want to aim for at least 3 hours, but if I peter out, I'm sorry, gamers. I'm an old man. I gotta send it back. I'm assuming no lobby. I can do a lobby, but I'm either gonna start it earlier. I'm gonna start it earlier. If we like, let's say I aim for a 3 hour like stream, right? I'm either gonna start it earlier, or you know, only host it for like an hour instead of like the 2 hours, right? That sort of thing. And the reason why I was being a bit adamant about like the 2 hour thing is just where like I can check at 1 hour in to see how we're at, but I ended up on that timing because that's usually when people start trickling in for it. But if we have people before then, I'm down just to run it. If you're tired, you can drop early. I mean, it's fine, I'm tired, but I hit start stream anyway. Just tempering expectations from the get-go. It's more just I want to do something without changing up the status quo too much, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. I'm out of it, but the point is I want to have something, at least, right? If I'm not about to pass out tired. Being tired is expected at this point. Welcome to life. Any amount of Greg always makes me say, yay! Any amount of Greg makes me say, Greg. But yeah, any amount of Greg makes me Greg. Exactly. I do it for my own sake as well, to be honest. The reason why I can be consistent with streams before this was just having that habit built, right? A lot of a lot of consistency stuff is just habits, right? You do it even when you're tired. Even if it's like not your best day, so be it. Showing up's what ultimately matters, right? And the schedule I've established for like about 4 days is like 4 days a week for 3 to 4 hours is something I've held for like a year. Like a year or something. Like at that point, right? It was pretty consistent once I like swapped to 4 days. It was like January of last year, so give or take like a little over a year. That sort of thing, right? It's just, yeah, the way I lose momentum on these things is breaking habits. I'd rather just have a subpar day and then just move on with my life and just try and keep the habit so that when we do resettle, I'm not completely out of it, right? Like, depending on what happens, I may have to swap some days around. That can't really be helped. Or I may just go down to, like, let's say 3 streams a week, right? Depending on how that goes. Doing Monday, Tuesday, if I gotta be honest with you, like, the thing about that I'm noticing I'm most tired on is Monday to Tuesday back to back. If I wanted to be a bit more consistent while being under a time crunch, so to speak, I'd probably cut the Tuesday day out and do something like Monday, Thursday, Saturday, right? Probably like Saturday would be the one that I try to keep for as long as possible because that's when we have the most amount of people showing up, right? That's like the priority number one. Monday, Tuesdays are very much gambling depending on who shows up. Monday, Tuesdays are usually people resting up after the work week, right? So they tend to be a bit more quiet. Cutting one of those days wouldn't be the end of the world in terms of like overall stream growth. Breaking the Havoc by Linkin Park is a great song. I don't understand how you remember these song names, to be honest with you. I'm very bad at remembering song names. Or just names in general, to be honest. It takes a while for me to really nail them down. Because to be honest with you, for how prolific Linkin Park was as a band, I don't think I could name you a song, like a name of a song off the top of my head. I definitely, yeah, like I'm stuck on some of these things. Numb is probably my favorite Linkin Park song. Yeah, I don't even remember it. I was a musician, so I had to remember everything. Fair enough. I'm just really bad at remembering anything. I can remember faces and landmarks really well, but names elude me. They really do. I gotta like nail it in if I'm gonna remember names of stuff, and if it's like happenstance, I've only heard it once in a blue moon, I'm just not gonna remember it, truthfully. It's literally a "Daddy, please be proud of me" song. That's one way to describe it, but truth. Yeah, that's true. It's such a funny way to describe a song. How goes the Yuzu grind? It's going better. We've been working on, we started doing the big boy combos with optimals, and we're doing it one step at a time. Like for doing like a mid screen right now, we have something like this. Oops. How did it go? You caught me on a day, I'm tired, is my excuse, I'm sorry. But here we go. This is the routing. Well, kind of. It ends in like the slash, right? We do like the 214B launch and the slash ender there, but yeah. I'm trying to slowly get something for like most scenarios as like a general thing, just to make sure that I have something for mid-screen, something for corner. I'll admit I'm kind of struggling with, I'm struggling with corner right now, and tonight is just not my night. A little bit of tiredness, but whatever. It's the perfect time to be practicing. Dang it. I do find it a lot more fun to play Yuzu on a leverless though, Mori. There's a lot more to just doing it on a leverless. I think it's a lot more enjoyable, personally. 1, 2. Leverless does tend to help. Overall, I need to do the delay there as well. Dang it. 6C21. It helps a lot. I just need to wait. Do what I can here. Give Yuzu an overhead. J2C. There's your overhead. And then that it also is fakeable, you know? Easy. There's your overhead. Oh, I'm not going down all the way, that's why. That's a jumping normal and overhead like on the ground smile. Nah. She's got J2C, smile. She's fine. She needs it, smile. How else am I gonna open my opponent? It's all honest mids and throws, don't you know? We're in honest mids and throw lands. Just not going, avoiding that button. I need my 50-50, play Byakuya. You wanna play 50-50, just play Byakuya. What are you doing on Yuzu, smile? There we go, got the cash out finally, 4.1. Too honest, smile. Too honest, huh? Yeah, that's the issue. Crap. What was the combo I was doing for side swap? This one, it was the, also not a woman. True and real. Two, 1, 4A. True and real though. Is that a 236A? Oh. Dang it. Do something like 214A. It's really saying just do 8 immediately. Okay. Yeah, we can try and do the side swap right now. I'm supposed to just get an... How am I supposed to get a, whatchamacallit? JCB there? I don't believe it. GC. And that didn't work that way. It kind of works, but it's not the optimal way to do it. What the heck? Look on the bright side, if you ever pick Wagner again, she'll be like giga easy. That's the idea. That's how I feel playing Anila after this. Though honestly, the reason why I can play Yuzu is because she has more interesting stuff overall. This level of combo training is not something I'd be really interested on doing on Wagner, to be honest. A character that kind of forces my hand with it is ultimately what's going to force me to improve. I don't think playing an easy character like that is I would have spent nearly as much time. Doing simple input feels weird after playing this game. That's why I use 2 different controllers. It's not ironically why I still play Granblue with the pad. Dang it. It's the 6B. How am I supposed to get 8 there? Seriously? It's really expecting me. Okay. Except I'm supposed to... Am I supposed to, like... Is it expecting me to, like, do a D cancel there? Because it's doing, like, the CB there. Yeah, it just goes to the stance. Is it not mentioning I have to do, like, a stance cancel there? Aerial low and on the ground high. No, thank you. ACAB. Okay. That's so weird. That was weird. And that lets me... Okay. There is a lot to be doing for this side swap right now. Point is to juggle him high enough to do the side swap, yes? Like, that just does it sequentially. Is it 6C, 6A, yes. Dang it. I mean, I'm just not... It's no delay either, it's just do it. One, two, three. That wasn't right at all. Dang it. This is gonna be another point of practicing. I gotta... That's the point to go high. Oh, I'm just disconnecting my 214 from my B. Oh no. I play some Grand Blue, want to get my wellness to S+ this week. Send it. Get the Will Nasty up there. Two, three. 236A into CAB 214B. Wellness progress has greatly slowed since Ilsa was added. I'd imagine. Does not seem like a good matchup for him. Greg is cooler than some bitch. Here. You insist, Mr. Yeehaw, man. We are just gaming. Give Wellness a riding free, he needs it. No. No, he does not. Not at all.
Transmitiendo más allá de unas simples emociones.
I looked into your eyes.
Wellness is a top 10 character. Outside of like those like bad matchups, yeah, pretty much sounds about right. He has some really polarizing ones, but overall, the majority of the cast that has to interact with him, good luck. Good luck. The Diva top 1 in my heart. Exactly. Something like that. Someone who's played Wellness into Beatrix for the first time last night? No, he doesn't. No, he does not, yeah. Oh, Potemkin gets gutted in 2.0. Bold of you to have faith in the patch when, whatchamacallit, when we've seen such incredibly bad patches for Street Fighter 6 and Tekken. Wouldn't that be nice? It would be so nice. Wouldn't it be nice if... Yeah. 1, 2. I don't fear any potential Grand Blue patch. Yeah, honestly, Grand Blue's in that same ball game of who knows what we're getting. The worst patches we've had in Grand Blue are, what were they thinking anyway? It's a blessing in disguise, not much has changed at the end of the day. Because, yeah. It could be worse on the other side of the pond. As annoyed as one can be at stuff not being fastly changed in Grand Blue, at the end of the day, it could be worse. Not like Tekken where it's, what were they thinking? Oh, swear, Jesus, this game is unplayable. Yeah, honestly. At the end of the day, Grand Blue is playable It's just a bit annoying at times, but annoying is still a bit way better than Tekken right now. Mr. Grand Blue Patch has moved in a better direction. Overall, it's like a positive trend. It's just there are some choices that I still think are obnoxious. But oh well. They make some weird questionable choices, but nothing's been like utterly like actively worse in the game as hard as some other fighters. Beatrix patch release, to be fair. When 1 in 5 players were Beatrix on week 1, I think that was the worst Rising has ever been. Because even with like Nier in her heyday, there was stuff within like the same, like lately, yeah, like the past year and a half, I'll give you credit. 1.5 and beyond, we'll say. Yeah, 1.5 and beyond. Street Fighter patch, oh my god, this game is full of bullshit. We've gone from throw and loop into bullshit. Like, honestly, yeah, it's just looking like a little ridiculous across the board. Hold up. I got asked a thing. I'll take a look at the Twitter link in a second. Sorry, I'm answering a DM real fast. In England, it's illegal to hold salmon under suspicious circumstances. Dang. Anyhow, how psychotically bad of an idea is it to try to dual main Vikala and Willness when I have less than a month to learn both? If you wanted to go all in for a tourney play's sake, you probably want to just stick with one of them. I don't think dual maining, the purpose of dual maining is to cover your bases for matchup stuff, right? Unironically, if you only had a month to prepare, I would go all in on the Willness. If the thing that you're trying to do is place as best as you can, I would just spend all your time on Willness right now. Vicky's gonna take a little more time to chew on for matchup stuff versus like Willness in terms of matchup stuff. Not overall too bad, give or take some like bad matchups with zoners. If you run into a zoner, I would risk the Vicky anyway, but otherwise Willness is like a standalone is probably better off for you. I think I'll spend most of my time on Willness. Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, you don't know what they're gonna do with it. We don't know. Let me look at, before I forget, let me look at the tweet. What do we got? Oh, I saw this, yeah. This is the new drive rush for DJ. It looks ridiculous. This is so stupid. Yeah, you thought drive rush was bad before. Yeah, honestly. Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes. Yeah, this is real. It's not sped up, this is real. DJ has the power of Toon Force, obviously. Yeah, welcome to Street Fighter Season 3, baby. Or whatever it is, Street Fighter, yeah, Year 3. I'll honestly just take some time to mess around with other characters like Funny Rat, because, you know, the video game is meant to be fun. It's in Section 32 of the Salmon Act of 1986. Amazing. This looks like that Grand Blue mod that tries to turn it into Guilty Gear, like it doesn't look like an official thing. Oh yeah, it definitely looks like modded gameplay. It really does. It looks ridiculous. I don't like it at all. I'm glad I haven't played Street Fighter in a year. I would probably enjoy Street Fighter on a basic level, but yeah, it just looks like it's gonna get sillier and sillier. I'll stick in anime fighter land. If I'm gonna get ridiculous stuff, it might as well be something that's balanced around. You pick up a game like Uni, and you expect it to be like a little anime fighter-ish, right? Some Uni Goofy stuff as a palate cleanser. Yeah, case in point, we already got Uni Goofy. The bubble walk? The bubble walk? No way. Got bubble walked, I can't believe it. So what's going on? Street Fighter 6 got a really bad patch. Tekken 8 also got a really bad patch. Strive 2 is right around the corner. Or Strive 2.0 is right around the corner. So, a lot of bad patches back to back to back right now. We're talking about patch stuff. Like, it's just not looking pretty. I'm glad I never got into Tekken. It feels painful to be a Tekken fan right now, it seems. Any takes I would have about patches tend to sound very boomer. Yeah. Welcome to being 30, obviously. Welcome to the dinosaur years. How many times do we have to teach you, Tekken? Apparently not enough. It's never enough. Oh my god, I need to... ACA, I'm just not hitting that correctly. Okay. Like, okay, just one step at a time, right? I just need to figure out, how am I supposed to get a CB there? A jump CB? Oh, man, I don't get it. He got stuck on the corner. Oh, I'm trying to like get this muscle memory down because I'm. What's a Tekken patch? I have no idea. All I know is that Twitter blew up about it. That's all I need to know. I don't care about the specifics. You think I know what happened in Tekken Season 2 outside of defense got stronger? Or, I don't even know. Defense got touched and the balance... The only thing I know about Tekken Season 2 is that the balance team got fired for it. That's all I really need to know. I couldn't tell you specifics. Like, GG's for that one. They got fired. Yes! They got fired. That's all I needed to know. I don't play Tekken. I don't need to know how strong King got for the umpteenth time. I just gotta know that they fired their balancing team. More street stuff? What are we at? What the? Hey, what? She gets a double jump, basically, or a double dive kick. Wow. Yeah, no, this is recent, too. A rare Japan moment. Yeah, he tried to do the preemptive, like, yeah, doing the preemptive drive rush, but because it's double now. GG's. Clown Fiesta patch. People complained about Street Fighter 6 being too stale after 2 years of nothing. So obviously the balancing team, Capcom, said, heard you loud and clear. Here's 2 dive kicks and DJ hitting the wacky drive rush. Oh lord. Lily deserves everything since she's been the worst character since the beginning. Not in a game like Street Fighter, having that level of movement. Heck nah. Lily should be making her debut in uni at that point with that level of movement. That's a little silly. I haven't opened Street Fighter since a bit after Sagat dropped and only ever was a low master's geef. It's just funny watching things happen from the outside. Better than me. I think I played Terry at some point when he got buffed, and I just got bored at like gold. I was at some point, I just went in there not even knowing combos. I just at some point was just hitting punch, 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 punch. Like light punch, light punch, light punch, forward light punch. To do like the overhead or like the 2-tap or something. Just very simple combos, right? Just for the sake of doing them. That's about... And then when you like counter drive... When you like countered the drive impact or whatever it was, like the one that you could like tap twice and then do it back to them. Once you like did that for like the entirety of the time, I got bored with it. It's like, oh, this is gonna be my neutral. Between that and like running into like a DP demon, I was good. I had my fill of it. Your honest fundies in footsie, sir. DI is unk check, it's not real. It's not real, and I figured it was just unk check, but when you like fight so many matches in a row where they just kind of let it rip and don't adapt, I got bored. Like, quite literally, you could just sit there, let them do it, and then tap, tap, and do it back. It just became very textbook, layer 1. Except for in Burnout, in which case it's barely real. Yeah, I know it's like not that strong, I just got bored. Like, I got bored before I got quote to the real game. I just didn't care. It's like, alright gamers, we're doing it. We're doing it like this. Dang it. That's not gonna catch. Can I just do the 6-6B there? Can't I just do that? It looks like it's 6-6Bable. I see. That's why it's not 6-6Bable. Dang it, it looks like it's like right there. I'm like, let me look at like a video example. I bet you I can find the video. I just don't see. Is it seriously like a 2B, like the deal with the starter? I doubt it. No, the way that we're, because of the 6-6C, it can't be. What is this? Dang it. The basic corner. It says basic corner, but that is not basic corner. None of these are the none of these are the combo they just showed. Dang it. What's the notation on that? 2C, 5C. Okay, so basic. Yeah, basic is, if we're just gonna do utterly basic for now while we work on the other combo, it is no? 6B. Oh. 6B into what was the sequence? Two, 3, 6B BCA, just kind of let it rip. Just let it rip. Okay. Oh, goodness. It's not braining right now. Oh, that's not it. Um, 214A at that point, catch the, 214A, catch the thing. Dang it. One, two. Oh. 1, 2. I'm just mashing. Brain, work with me tonight, baby. Work with me. What was it? Dang it. What is this? I really wish they pushed the notation in the video. 236B C 236B C. Okay. This is what we did. That's the difference. Okay. Something like that. I could do the cash out, I could do the 214B, gets the job done. Get the cash out, do a basic one. One, two. It's 2 hits into like just 214A. As long as I leave the A slash, we can do some cash out routes, right? But I need it to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 236B or 236A BC No. No, they're doing B. Yeah, they're just doing B. It's better tagging at that point. So 236B CA. That was way too late. Yeah, that was like way too late. So the idea is there, and that, but I just did it way too late. Let's take that off the screen. I just messed. Okay, I just messed up the input. That doesn't do anything. It's the 214B cash out, yeah. So it has to be A, B, A, B. Way too late. Way too. 1, 2. Six B. Yeah, 66B into 236B CBA or CB214A. Good evening, gamer. What's up, Mika? Hope you've been having a good evening yourself. I am tired beyond belief, and it's showing. I don't know how long I'm lasting, to be honest with you, but either way, hope you had a good evening so far. That's not the proper reset. I'm just trying to do a basic combo right now, but the braining. They should fire the balancing team who butchered Pringles Man and nerfed Jeter. I don't think anyone cares that Henri got nerfed. I certainly don't care. I think it was ridiculous he got banned, but I can't say I care that he got banned or nerfed. You can remove him from the game for all I personally care. Make all drafts top 5. I don't want Ladiva top 5. I'm good. I don't even want Vasaraga top 5. I'm actually good. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. It doesn't. We don't need that in at all. A small price to pay. There we go. Yeah, I have to look for like that sheath stance again. Okay, there's like a specific timing I need to get down. Because if I get it down, I'll be positive, right? Like, yeah, like right there. Where's that specific? Time it for when she's about to land. There, yeah, like when the timing is on the landing. That's the key thing. Okay, okay. If I can get that timing, that's the 4-2-1 I need to do. Plus 12 at that point? Okay. Okay, that's the timing we need to hit then. Messed it up. Dang it. Plus 34 for that. How about Anila top 1, deal or no deal? No deal. I don't want her top 1. I don't want to deal with people being annoying about top 1 characters, to be real with you. I'm good. I don't want her to be that level of strength in Rising either. I would sooner just wish that characters all got brought down. Like, yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to see the world where my character's top 1. I think it's just a very obnoxious state to be in for Grand Blue right now. Yeah, to be like top one in Grand Blue means having something absolutely ridiculous right now. Top one in a more balanced game, I wouldn't mind, but the fact that the current state of the meta is based around having stuff that is over the top compared to the rest of the cast, I'm actually fine with. I'm completely fine with Anila where Anila is. The only thing I'd say is that maybe make her 6XL a bit more viable, and then at that point she can keep the recovery on everything else, but her 6XL being stubby is like the nail in the coffin. She doesn't really have much to compete with without playing at to basically a disadvantage. Most fighting games now with the patches, yeah, honestly. Yeah, minus 16 is gonna kill me here. I'm not timing it around the sheath, dang it. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it, gamers. I'm sorry. I kind of feel very out of it. Let's at least, let's just do some practice on stuff that I did want to practice while I'm feeling like this. Let's not really tread new ground. This isn't the point I'd want to tread new ground. I would just want to practice. Let's say, what do we got? Like this, right?
Let's go gambling!
C. Dang. I say I'm not gonna go for new ground, but we could try something like this. What's up, Braces Fourth? Hope you've been doing well. What do I want to do if I'm feeling like this? We'll do it like... Is it like a 4-2-1 thing I can be practicing? I want to do like a basic 4-2-1. This game looks so cool, but execution heavy. Relative to Grand Blue, yes, but I wouldn't... Don't use Yuzu as your measuring stick for combos. Yuzu's intentionally a bit more silly. All good here, thank you. Nice. Like the execution of this game is not bad as you think, depending on the character you want to play. I intentionally picked a character that's a bit more execution heavy. Like if you just want something a lot more basic in comparison, you have more basic characters. It's all just putting the puzzle pieces together, to be honest with you. It's like you don't really have to go too ham. Like here, like the character that I started with, Wagner, in comparison, let me show you the 5-1 combos, right? The beginning of their expert combos, so to speak. Let me just like compare it to you, right? You had the image of Yuzu in your mind, what you just saw. Compare this to Wagner. You have one motion input for this combo in her Oki, right? Like, it still has like a timing thing. Oh, it's like the twofer. Ah, sheesh. CAB. But just in general, you don't really need to go that hard. Can you hit people with the shield? With Wagner's, yeah, she has the charge, right? The funny thing about Wagner is that she has the charge that can be spaced. She's like, the way that I describe Wagner is what Charlotta wishes she could be, right? Here, let me show you real fast. You can space it to be positive on block, right? Or here, let's make sure that she's blocking, that sort of thing. Like +1, right? By like right about here, plus 0 to frames to +1. And then she has some like really good frame data to enforce that, right? But like just in general, she has that. If she has her shield buff, which is she was like 6 heads tall. Yeah, well, more so that she gets plus frames on her charge. Her neutral skip's like an actual neutral skip. And like you see this like shield thing here, right? This is a buff that she can put on. Like she has like this sort of thing where it's projectile invuln and more plus on block if you use it, right? That sort of thing. Like her way to get in is a lot more scary, right? It could still be mashed out on certain things, but like at the end of the day, she's like a rushdown character. She's not the only character that can do that. Mika can have +3B the more range there is. There's a couple of moves like that, but just in general. For like execution's sake, her game plan is very, very simple and very easy. Like you do your plus frames, you do your pressure resets, you get your buffs on your sword or shield. This right here, you're forced to if you have the shield buff on it, you can't mash out while she does this, and it's an overhead check. So she has that, and then she can also cancel it to go low if she wants. That sort of thing. Like very basic pressure, basic pressure resets, but and then she has some really good like mid-range buttons, right? She has this like this 6-6B is really good for clash priority, that sort of thing, right? Like if you're interested in Uni, I think she's a very good starter character. You really don't have to think too hard with her. And then she has like, yeah, she has the UL swipe your toes sort of thing as well. I don't think she's too hard to get into if you're interested in Uni itself. The main thing that makes Uni difficult is one, it's your character choice, and then two, it's the system mechanics, right? Understanding like how this grid system how you play around the grid system, understanding how to use shield, the aura farm to like get the grid. You have chain shift, which is like that mini burst, right? Like that is more of like a system thing. Maybe Uni someday. If you're feeling it, I definitely recommend trying it out, right? But if you don't own the game does go on sale eventually. Like it just had a sale for like the last one that was part of whatever, like the last sale, it was part of it too. But just in general, you're not as estranged in this game as you think. It's very hard to play if this would be like your first fighting game ever, but if you have experience in like another fighting game, I don't think it's that bad. Like the general game plan is like not that bad or hard for like a good amount of characters. It just depends on like the level of intricacy you want to go with, right? Like I wanted to do something a bit more execution heavy, so I did Yuzu. But don't let it deter you, unironically. But in terms of that, and then also play styles are pretty unique as well. You do have multiple play styles, and then the DLC, the DLCs are pretty unique as well, but chances are there's like a play style you're looking for, you'll find it somewhere in here. Like, it might not be ready for my noob skills. I think it'll be fine. I will say though, this game definitely emphasizes kind of going ham with like learning interaction stuff. If you really want to like get into it. Like in terms of like figuring out interaction stuff, my best bet was like actually looking at like the Mizumi wiki, and then also this game has replay takeover. The one nice thing about learning in this game is that replay takeover exists. So if you're ever stumped on like what's happening on your screen, replay takeover can let you just mess around with it. You don't really need to know the specifics from the get-go. Like if you're getting owned by a specific setup, you can just do your thing. I like Fish. A lot of people like Fish. Izumi is very strong and very straightforward. Can't go wrong with her. The only thing is that she's DLC, so she's behind the DLC pack, but that's fine. I like Mika. Real. But just in general, even doing the combos in this game is unironically just muscle memory for like the most part, right? Thanks for showing the shield. Yeah, she's fun. There's like very simple characters to pick up. You can, if you want to go like the Shoto route, you can do Hyde. If you want someone a bit more speedy, you have like characters like Mika or Lene. There's a lot. Just I'd take a look around at the cast and see if there's anything that would make you want to play the game first and foremost. I played Tsurugi often. The Shield Man's another one as well. Yeah, if you want to go like shield slamming people. How the heck? Oh, because I did it early. But Hyde is so good at everything you can't call him a Shoto. Yeah, we call him a Shoto Plus is what that means. A super Shoto, if you will. Fundamentally still a Shoto, but the super Shoto, because he doesn't do everything average or even decent. He does everything like a cracked demon. That's just super Shoto at that point. Yeah, Grand Blue had one of those for a while, and it was called Belial at his prime. It still arguably is Super Shoto Man. It's just Beatrix has a bit of a better grasp on the meta. Got a roleplay as Captain America, you know. Avengers Assemble. Mika's cool, there's so much sauce in this game. There is so much sauce in this game, yeah. There's a lot to work on. And then just something as simple as over here. And like the appeal for Yuzu for me, besides getting better at execution, is just having the freedom to just do a bunch of stuff in the neutral screen, right? Just kind of going ham with it. The teleports are what ultimately like what got me interested in Yuzu, right? That sort of thing. Your chat window's so compressed so the emotes look squished. Can't really help it for the YouTube. Welcome to the YouTube multi-stream. I don't know why they decided to make these fonts like this. Can't really help it. It's optimized for full screen viewing as well, to be honest. It looks better on full screen, but I can't not squish it given the if I don't squish it, basically the amount of space it takes on the screen is also obnoxious in its own way. Like, let me just show you. Where's the multi-chat? Here it is. Like, if I don't squish it, right, that sort of thing, here, just, like, that doesn't squish it anymore, but for it to not be squished, it has to be, like, that big, and that's just too much screen real estate. If I'm gonna fit it into the chat bubble, that's insane. You have to use that font. I could use other fonts, but the fonts aren't much better. There are not many better fonts. Like, this is the default, I believe. Same issue. And then I can just go down the list, right? Like, it's just not gonna... Yeah, we're not getting much out of it. Shift drag won't scale. Shift drag does not scale in that sense for OBS, no. Like, I can try... Like, these fonts suck, to be honest with you, right? these fonts are not gonna look good in that sense no matter what, but it's for the sake of having multi-chat available, this is apparently the best we're getting. A little silly. Like, yeah, it's like nothing looks good, right? I did that in OBS, but that might be the overlay. If you're just doing a regular chat window, it's fine. This one is specifically using a third-party one that would be for YouTube, right? That allows multi-chatting. If you're gonna like I'll show you what I used before, right? Here, let me show you what I used. I still have the thing. This is the one I used before, right? The downside being that I can't, there's no YouTube integration on it, right? This is like the one that most people would probably use for in general. Like in general in OBS, this is the only downside to doing multi-streaming, is that if you want to show that chat on screen, you're not going to, your options aren't looking pretty, unfortunately. I would really like it to be like this, and I just have not found the font that works though. For better or for worse here. Like Arial maybe, kind of. And then I can also try and like mess with the size, but like, it's like it's its own issue. Like, unfortunately, the squishing will happen no matter what. I'm at the mercy of the overlay. The only thing that I was considering would be like having like full screen gameplay again, but it looks scuff on, like, pick your scuff, right? And unfortunately, it's like either the chat scuff or the everything else is scuff. And we really have not found a reasonable answer, it seems. We have not found the reasonable answer. What's up, V6? Hope you've been like, maybe if we do like regular Arial narrow? It just doesn't look. Time to put chat in wingdings and force chat to learn. Yeah, scare off the chat by having wingdings. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Like none of these look good. I'm just going down the list. Yeah, I gotta like reset the list too. Oh man, Jacquard 12. Yeah, I don't know how we messed this up so badly. I really don't. I've been okay. Got 1 mil rip on Byakuya today. Gamer. We are gamering, it seems. Antic. They all suck. These all suck. I hate it. Like none of these fonts work the way I want them to work. So welcome to multi-streaming, I guess. Lol Lamau. I don't want to pull away from the labbing, but shift click is OP. Yes, shift click will enable the yeah. This is shift clicking. Shift clicking does not scale like that. This is me shift clicking, right? Even with that going to like over here, this is shift click. It doesn't scale like that. Because I put it like that and it leads to this. It's an issue with the third party, not OBS, I promise you. The program itself is like causing that because the way it gets like ratioed down is kind of silly. The only thing I can think of is like font size, like I could do like some incredibly like large font size, but like you see what I mean? It still does that. That is just like I could do that if you want to squish it for ants. Like yeah, we want to squish it down for ants, but like The way that it looks for like full screen is also the other side of it. Like, I can show you what it looks like on full screen here. Let me preview this, right? Or, oh no, it doesn't show. It's one of those things that makes more sense for full screen. Because I can do, like, let me show you, preview scaling, or open preview this, right? You see this on, like, full screen. You see this on full screen. It looks at least a bit better, still shrinked, but it's full screen, right? That sort of thing. Even with, like, theater mode, maybe. Even with, like, the theater mode, it's decent, but at the end of the day, it would work if us chatters dumped a hefty $5.99 for a special batch that gives us unlimited powers for a month. Definitely not referring to subbing. Yeah, definitely not subbing, because I don't know what you mean by unlimited powers. I'm waiting to catch another sheep stream. I don't really feel like playing Grand Blue right now. Just between moving and then just not being content with the current state of the match. I played it last week, but before that it'd been like a month. I just don't care to play it on stream. I get bored, or it's just more of the same. Not much to say. I'm either bored or I'm mad, and neither is that particularly fun. Grand Blue is in a position where I'm not having too much fun. I'll play it off stream, personally, and just play some games and have fun that way. But for the sake of being on stream, my bad, your streams are still top tier vibes. It's fine. You're not the first one that's talked about the sheep stuff. That's understandable. I was around for like a solid year for it, right? I ain't got much I want to do with it. I'm not one to force myself to do things I don't want to do, right? That sort of thing. If I'm not having fun, it's gonna ruin that vibe that I have, right? Like, the reason why I can keep this vibe is for the simple fact that I'm enjoying myself. I may be tired at times, that's fine, but at the end of the day, I enjoy what I'm doing. That sort of thing. By unlimited power, I mean summoning a fluffy sheep that brings smiles to this chat as much as we can until Greg says, whoa, whoa. You do you, King? That's the plan. I'll say it, I've said it before, I ain't got any aspirations to play competitively in Grand Blue Land. My first priority with anything is, am I having fun? If I'm not having fun, I don't really care about much else. I really don't care about much else. I kneel up casually because I enjoy my character, but Not to mention, I wouldn't be too sure what I'd be doing on stream outside of just giving people games, but that's not like consistent enough. Like, I definitely can't do the ranked demon grind that other people can do. I ain't got that ranked dog in me. I get bored. I don't care about crystals. Crystals suck. I wish they would have done away with the GM system. The main appeal that I liked about Grand Blue ranking before was that when you hit Master, you kind of would just in it for the love of the game, right? The crystals were cool to see being built up, but like adding the Grand Master system to it kind of ruined any long-term retention I'd have with it. Because the people that I ran into in that queue that just play like demons because they want the crystal, you'll kill them, but it's not fun to do so. And playing against the demons for so long it's annoying. It's just boring and annoying is not a good combo. There's a certain point you reach with ranked where you just beat the majority of the people that you fight because they're just doing their layer 1. Their layer 1's really optimized to roll people over, but if you challenge it, well, then they just kind of crumble, right? And that's fine. I'm not gonna like say, oh, like that isn't common. It gets boring. I was too inexperienced to notice that most of my matches. It's something that pops up at some point. If you spent enough time on it and like get to that point of improvement, that's what ranked ultimately becomes, right? that is what ranked ultimately becomes, and you'll have some standout matches if you've run into like another strong player, and those are fun, but like at that point, why not just ask that person directly, right? And that's possible too, but for like the sake of consistent content on stream, I do not control people's whims to play the video game, right? Especially for the time slot I play at. For whatever reason, the time slot I'm playing at has people not gaming. The demon hour gamers are up and I'm asleep, and apparently the other 9 to 5ers go to bed before me. Very awkward timing. So, and then tourney stuff, I don't really care about tourney stuff that much, personally, right? It's never been something that I was like, oh my god, I gotta win it. It's like, it's just another match. It's just another match. So, it's why I've not been on the Grand Blue streaming, right? I don't see the path I'm gonna have fun with it. I tried to make it work. I spent like a solid month like trying some other stuff, and it didn't really scratch the itch. So I was like, okay, we gotta take a step back. We gotta take a step back and just play it in a more enjoyable manner. And the way that I currently enjoy Grand Blue is mostly offline. Challenge mode for Grand Blue, unfortunately, isn't that much interesting to me either, because honestly, the characters all feel the same to me, so doing like a challenge mode is just the same difference. Oh man, I gotta try a new character, but I have access to 6XL, so it's like I can run the same game plan and be 90% effective. It's so streamlined, it's just not even funny. And I'm not gonna detest Grand Blue for being like that either. Having it that streamlined is a strength for newer players, right? It's just me being an old head. Old head, as I say, I've only been playing 2 years. I view brackets as higher quality matches. If you're going out of your way to enter a bracket, the person you're fighting is probably better than the average ranked player. Not in Grand Blue. Grand Blue Land is funny with its online brackets in that the people that you fight in bracket, there are the good tourney grinders, but the people that go under the top 8 milieu just play like demons too. It's the same thing. It's really just not that interesting. It's the same issue, except I'm waiting around waiting for my matches, right? Like, the demons do not go away. They're definitely not higher quality. It is definitely not higher quality. And then doubly so, the amount of people I ran into like brackets that have mediocre connections, where if I'm playing a bit more serious and I notice the connection is jumping, and then I find out you're on Wi-Fi, I am not gonna be too nice. I'm normally fine with Wi-Fi in a regular setting at the end of the day, but like in a tournament setting where you're trying to, quote, play to a higher standard, I have a lot less patience. And for better or for worse, in Grand Blue Land, the Wi-Fi warriors are strong. On top of just the play styles really do not change. And this is more indicative of like a Grand Blue issue. Grand Blue at a higher level can be a lot more in-depth than people give it credit, but for every one of those matches where you fight the more in-depth people, you have to just filter through the demons, which is true of any tournament, right? You have to filter through the people going 0-2, 1-2, even 2-2, right? To get the higher quality players, and that's expected as a format. But as an expectation of, like, tempering your expectations for that just doesn't feel all too great. If the match feels like a ranked match anyway, it's the same difference, right? I just don't value tourneys as like this higher ground. I've been around the block with them. They felt the same for the most part. Once you get like into like a top 8 setting, like there's a usual cutoff where it happens. There's like a usual cutoff where the match experience is better, right? You're fighting the stronger opponents down the line, but again, Why not just ask them for games in the first place? Why filter through like 3 people that just get rolled over? The prestige of it doesn't really interest me either, right? I have like a lot of top 8s, and I think the farthest I ever got was like top 2 on an onliner, so it's like basically as far as I'd want to go with it in the first place. Offline, I ain't got that drive to take it offline. I'm fine, to be honest. I ain't trying to win Evo, is my infamous line here. I ain't trying to win Evo, y'all got that. It's just a very awkward place to be in. Well, when I only fought Fidgeties and Yoru, most of my online brackets, it definitely doesn't feel high quality. Yeah, it's just connection. If you're ever gonna feel connections, it's gonna be on that sort of setting, right? It just ain't. It's just not fun. It's all more of the same. Yeah, the real conclusion behind all of this is that I obviously just need to become a Fortnite streamer, guys. Yeah, we're dropping everything for Fortnite. Come get a victory royale with me in 0 build mode. I am down for a victory royale. But just in general, it's ran its course for what I want to be doing for stream content, and I can't be the guy that does the wacky wahoo challenges because it also feels the same. Like, the path to enjoyment for Granblue for me would be putting my nose to the grindstone and just really getting into the nitty-gritty of it, right? But the reality of getting into the nitty-gritty is that that's counterintuitive to being a streamer. You're not gonna lock in those sort of matches consistently and also have a consistent stream schedule, right? At least for like the amount I'm doing right now. There's a certain point where it's at odds with what you want it to be, and I'm gonna be real, I have more fun streaming than I do trying to like go for that Granblue gold, so to speak, right? Like, I ain't got any shame saying I prioritize my streaming first. It is what it is. I like the concept of streaming more than I like the concept of winning a tournament. And if I'm gonna act out that sort of priority system, then that means Granblue is just not in the position I wanted to be to like make that interesting. Outside of like grinding out another character, but then at the end of the day, I'm gonna be real, I'm no character generalist. I'm actually quite the opposite. I stick with like 1, maybe 2 characters at a time, and I'm have fun with that specifically. I can't be the guy that plays the entire cast because I don't really have an interest in the majority of the cast, right? And I'm not interested in doing it for the sake of having like access to every broken tool theoretically, right? That sort of thing. It's a very weird catch-22 across the board. It just leads to what my priority is in this case, right? In this case, improving as a player, I think, is something I could do in the long term. And the way to improvement isn't necessarily farming results, right? Results come from one's improvement, not vice versa, right? Improvement does not come from you winning a tournament, but a tournament win comes from you improving. That sort of logic. And I don't sweat those details, because this process of trying to figure this out, even when I'm tired, is a lot more appealing to get me interested than saying, I need to win this, I need to win this, I need to win this. I don't believe that. In my heart of hearts, I don't believe that, and that's the difference. I ain't got that competitive drive for this genre. That competitive drive in my heart goes to whatchamacallit? Shooting games, to be honest. Any FPS, TPS game. That's where that drive would be. But that's been long quenched, right? I'm just here to enjoy the process, and I can't enjoy more of the same unless I want to just hop over to, like, play once in a blue moon. Like, if I wasn't gonna be busy tomorrow, I'd be down to, like, stream Granblue just to try out a hitbox, right? Try the hitbox out with it. I like the Wednesday stream for Granblue, but making that consistently work is gonna be hard as well. At least for like the next month. Maybe once we move to the rental. What's ranked like in uni? I have no idea. I've barely played it, and I played at a low enough rank that it didn't really matter. Kind of just walked them because mechanically I was experienced and they were new. I haven't done much ranked at all on Yuzu once I made the swap. I don't think I've done any ranked. Like, I could... Yeah, we can go do a ranked match real fast. Sure, why not? This will be my first recorded ranked match ever on Yuzu. But, doing ranked is... You'll get games if it's, like, prime time. I think the understanding of it is that you're not gonna get games at 4 AM. That's the population it is. That's like the current population, and that's fine, right? You're not... You'll get games eventually. Yeah, case in point. While you wait, sure, whatever. I don't know. Let's find out. But it didn't take too long to get games, but you just don't care about what the rank is. I don't think there's enough players in general that are going to, like, you're gonna get, quote, equal rank games, but you shouldn't be too concerned about that in the first place. Oh, I tried to 40. Like, I haven't put much of any time into playing ranked. I just want to, like, there's neutral aspect of it is something I need to work on with, Yuzu. Oh, dang it. But, we're just chilling, right? Just chill out with it, right? I think I'm dead. Oh. The Kaguya dive looks so minus. I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you. Like I've been focusing more so on just getting the combos right. If I can hit like a clean combo, that's like the first stake of it. But like getting games in ranked, I'm not very concerned about it. You'll get games. It's just not gonna be like you'll have. Oh, dang it. Like, I'm just worried about my execution as the current state I'm at with Yuzu, right? I don't really care if I win or lose. Oh, dang it. You have to be precise with... There we go. Something like that. Like, you have to be precise with, whatchamacallit here? Yuzu. Oh, dang it. There. Okay. First recorded Greg win in ranked. For Yuzu, anyway. But, you just, you hit the buttons and you do the thing, right? You hit them and you don't get hit and you win the video game. Oh, dang it. Oh, that didn't work. I mean, if you're gonna mash on my pressure, I'm gonna mash on yours. Heading out for a little bit if he's finished stream early. I hope you have a sheep-tastic evening. Thank you, Rice. Hope you have a good evening yourself. Double. I got baited. Not messed up what I wanted to do. But I mean, welcome to ranked, right? It's a rank system. I don't know what else to tell you. You play the rank system. Alright, no, I don't want to do anymore. I'm not very concerned about ranked in this. It's ranked. People are trying to win. People will do ranked, right? It's not the mode I'm concerned about, to be honest. It's like the main issue that you've seen, like you'll see it right there. Like the main caveat for Yuzu is making sure that whatever hit you get is something you can convert, right? And I'm still in the stage. I'm still in that stage of practicing my stuff, right? Right. Wait. Okay, free training. Why did it change my partner? Oh my god. Holy. That was a bad one. Anyway, yeah, we're practicing on hide. Like, yeah, like not getting that hit, like even if I got it right, not getting that hit is kind of a big deal, right? And that is the caveat of Yuzu, and grinding rank is not really gonna... What the... Why does this feel so murky? Is this... Am I going crazy, or is there like delay? That feels like there's delay. Okay, either my... yeah, input lag. Okay, I knew it. I knew it. Okay, much better. There was some input lag. Ew. Okay, we're back. My eyes were not deceiving me. But yeah, like not getting that hit was... Or that hit confirm was kind of like a big deal. That sort of thing, and I just like, and the thing about Yuzu is that it's also like spacing dependent, right? It's spacing dependent. And like she has so much that she can do, but the trade-off is that you have to be ready to hit confirm properly depending on the spacing and the timing, right? And while it's true that I need to get like hands-on experience, and that's why I end up hosting stuff, at the end of the day, core competency is built in like this practice mode first and foremost, where I have a baseline of what I need to be doing. Even if I go get my ass kicked, it's fine because I at least have a baseline of what I want it to look like, that sort of thing. That sort of thing, and then there are certain things I'll lead off with typically because I know like their conversions. Like in this case, I know this conversion pretty well at this point. It's easy to do. Oops. But this is one of the ones I practice. If I can, yeah, I'm dropping because I'm doing it tonight. But the point is like knowing how to convert 236B will bias my movement for now, or will bias my actions, that sort of thing. I really hate that double cross up. Yeah, honestly, it's like probably like one of the caveats for that matchup, if we're talking specifics, was just putting like contesting Kaguya. Like I did it once, right, where they did try to do that orb setup and I was able to teleport past it and do that. That's like something I needed to consistently show more, right? That sort of thing. But that's entering the realm of matchup knowledge, and it's like there's no like wrong time to accrue matchup knowledge experience, but I'm always a man of priorities, and that matchup knowledge comes later, and that once you have like a baseline of what you're comfortable with, that's when matchup knowledge becomes more prominent. But that baseline. We'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, though, I'm sorry for boomerang tonight, chat, but I'm tired and I have to be ready to lift a bunch of heavy things tomorrow, so I'm probably just gonna end it on this. Sorry for being a bit low on time today, but I think I'm about to pass out, to be honest with you. I try to advocate for doing stuff when you're tired, it's all good. But when you reach this point, pushing past this point feels like I'm gonna feel bad. So it's all good. Good night, Greg. Yep. Thank you for everyone that came tonight. I appreciate y'all, even if it was a bit short tonight. I'll be back on Thursday for you if you want to see more Yuzu. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, so I don't make any promises about tomorrow. I'll send us off to what, the Texas Danison? Or the Pacific Northwest Danison, I guess. Represent the region. Go crazy with the region. Yeah, we'll send it to the region that I know. Thank you for everyone that hung out tonight. I appreciate you all. Thanks for stream. Yep, I'll be back Thursday for more uni shenanigans. Good luck with lifting things. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be we're just moving boxes to the storage. That's fine. I'm out of it. I gotta rest up, basically. So y'all have a great evening. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for everyone that came around tonight. Back on Thursday for you. But until then, I hope you have a great evening and peace.